Let's learn with Park Tulip. Today we are going to learn about pollination and fertilization. For fertilization to take place, pollen grains need to be transformed from the male reproductive part stamen to the female reproductive part stigma. This process is known as pollination. If the transfer of pollen grains from an anther takes place to the stigma in the same flower, then it is called self-pollination. If the transfer of pollen grain from an anther of a plant to the stigma of another plant, then it is called cross-pollination. Some biotic and abiotic agents are helped from pollination. Biotic pollination relies on living pollinators, such as bees and birds, to move the pollen from one flower to another. Abiotic pollination uses non-living methods, such as wind and water, to move pollen from one flower to another. This allows the plants to spend energy directly on pollen, rather than on attractive pollinators with flowers and nectar. After a pollen grain lands on the stigma, the tube cell produces a pollen tube through the style into the ovule. The male gametes travel along with the tube nucleus through the pollen tube. After they reach the ovules, one of the male gametes fuses with the female gamete, leading to fertilization. Fertilization leads to the formation of zygote. The other male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei to eventually form an endosperm. This situation is known as double fertilization. The zygote starts to divide into multiple cells to form an embryo within the ovule. Eventually, the ovule develops and turns into seed, and the ovary turns into fruit. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. See you next time. Bye.